Hi, my name is Geert Van Gele and I would like to discuss supporting the weight of your recorder, as well as tonguing. This is part of the basic technique necessary for playing the recorder. The video is part of a series that accompany the iBook Thoughts on the Recorder, which is available through my webshop kattenbergrecordings.be. And you can find a link in the description. I have also included a clickable link at the end of this video if you want to learn more about it. When you play recorder for a substantial amount of time, you may notice some tensions creeping into your hands, arms, shoulders or neck. Any of these tensions may be due to the fact that your recorder is not supported properly. This is very well possible because of the combination of the weight of the instrument with the necessary stretch of the hands, especially with the larger instruments. A good exercise to determine if a wrong distribution of the weight is the cause for your problems, you can try putting the bell of your recorder on your knee, on the edge of a table or on a music stand, and such that this supports fully your instrument. Now you can feel your fingers completely moving free as in thin air. If this is the case, and you feel the tensions going away, you are on the right track. Here are some possible solutions for getting in a better place with the distribution of the weight of your recorder. Try them out and see which one works best for you. In my book I give a couple more possibilities, but try these first. Find a decent sized wine cork, preferably a champagne cork, and cut it in half lengthwise. Next, cut out the flat cut side in a way that it can cradle around the bore of the instrument. With a rubber band you can now fix it to the recorder so that your thumb, which will be resting under the cork, is positioned between the fourth and the fifth finger hole. Another possibility is to tie a thin cord to the head joint, just beneath the fattest part of the wood turnings. Make a loop to fit around your neck, so that the weight is being carried by your neck. As a final possibility, you may want to experiment with a thin cord around the bell joint. Let the cord loop around the thumb of your right hand so that the weight is being carried by your thumb. Using a support finger gives the most effective result in my view. Use the little finger of your right hand for this, by positioning it on the ring of the bell hole. I often find myself using the little finger of my left hand as well for additional support. By using the little finger of the right hand in combination with the thumb, your instrument is already supported perfectly in this way, especially if you rest the beak on your bottom lip. Let's talk about tonguing. The tongue produces the definition of the sound, and both starting and finishing it. What a singer does with all different consonants, the recorder player does with different tonguings. The basic tonguing technique is very easily explained. Tout your lips a little and think of pronouncing the sound do do do. Do 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 do. English speakers don't have the U sound in their language, but they can come close by attempting an O sound with the lips touting. O, O. Now keep your lips in this positioning and position your tongue at the same time as if you pronounce an E sound. So your lips make an O and your tongue an E. O, E, E, E. The difference with do is now minimized. E, E, D, 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 D. Do, 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 do. If somehow things are not coming out right, it might be a good idea to first physically say the word do 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 with your voice and slowly bring the recorder to your lips while keeping the sound production of the voice going. Do 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 do. If this works, you can then do the same but without vocal sound. If we have a look at the anatomy of what's going on inside your mouth, you want the tip of your tongue touching the so-called alveolar ridge very lightly, somewhere behind your front teeth. And this is also the place where you would normally create the D sound, the consonant in normal speech. Try saying out loud, do, do, do. Note the little audible click that occurs. This is what you want to look for. If you cannot notice this little click at the beginning of the sound, you may want to think more of a T than a D. Make sure that only the tip of the tongue is touching the alveolar ridge. If too much tongue surface is involved, the sounding result will be too much of a clack instead of a click. The tongue slams against the palate, resulting in a sound like this. Do, do, do. If you notice something like this happening to you, the trick to solve this is to bite on the back sides of your tongue with your molars and play very slowly so that you can detect if the movement of the tongue is restricted to the very tip. Dee, 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 dee. The sides of the tongue stick out a bit now from between your molars on both sides, and you can feel the tip of the tongue touching the alveolar ridge. Once you can control this movement, you can let go of biting your tongue. Revisit this exercise regularly to make sure you still got it right. I would like to share one more tonguing technique here. For further specific tonguings, I refer to the next set of videos, which are companion videos to the advanced technique section of my book. The following technique deals with stopping the notes before a rest. Or final notes. Or short notes. And notes before a breath. For the former first three instances, I can be brief. Just make sure that the tongue effectively goes up at the end of the note. Do. You can compare this with the effect of lifting the key on an organ. For short notes, the tongue can react faster in order to create a more abrupt ending. Toot, 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 toot. Whereas for final notes and notes before a rest, you probably want to lift the tongue gradually in order to create a smoother ending of the note. Toot, toot. Notes before a breath need more attention, because you want to combine two techniques, ending the note and taking a breath. Toot. I usually go about this in the following manner. First, say out loud the following sound. Do-da. English speakers can get away with do-da. do, da. Following, still without the recorder, you do the same and you say do out loud, but while you say da, you inhale. Do, da. Do, da. Next, you can do the same without your voice, only the sound of the passing wind. Blow in the recorder during do. Now put up your tongue to close off the sound before you take the instrument out of your mouth. Take the instrument out of your mouth during da. Next you will blow during do and inhale during da, making sure that the tongue is closed off the sound before you inhale. That's all for now. If you follow the link, you can watch the next video on how to work on breathing and legato playing. Thanks for watching.